what it is. Welcome to this here Def Cage, and welcome to this here mixtape. This is where we talk about all the things that we did and how we did it and why we did it. My name K-Bob, this here my T, and tonight we're going to talk about that there thing called the Weed Eater Doom. Weed Eater Doom. Right here, this here the original Weed Eater Doom. This here my good friend Mike, one day, long time ago, he come over to my house and my old Tysco Del Rey was sitting there beside him. He picked it up, he started playing, he make up this funny song on the spot, alright? That there is where this song come from. And it ended up being the first ever video I ever uploaded to YouTube over 7 years ago. So I thought it about time I do a little tribute, do a little homage to the Weed Eater Doom, to my friend Mike there, make a remake, cover version, whatever you want to call it. I call it cover because it wasn't my song, I didn't write it. Alright, let's get right into it. Let's jump into the Reaper here and let's look at how we made this. Alright, first thing here, this ain't in order. I don't keep my tracks in order, so we're just going to go straight down. We ain't going to worry about what goes first. So the first thing I got here is the bass. The bass, right here, the MIDI data. Alright, and then the MIDI data feeds into these three different bass amps here. They mix together, they make the bass sound. Come on down here, hear the drums. The drums ain't fancy. I think all I got on there is compression and reverb. Yeah, that's all it is. I use the contact player, drummic'a, make my drums. It's just really good, it's free. All you gotta do is translate German website. You get this free drum synth. It sounds great. You can't beat it. Alright, just get the drummic'a. That's all pre-programmed MIDI data. Come from the drummic'a library. I didn't program this MIDI data. That all come from the drummic'a library. Alright, so now let's get to the guitars. Now the guitars is not complicated. I did almost everything in the amp. Which amp, I mean my Digitech 500. That's what I use. That's my pedal board. Amps models that I use in there was this here Digitech Monster amp, and then I mixed that with a little JCM 2000, and that made the majority of the guitar. Alright, so the guitar that I used was this here Dean Razorback 7-string. It got this here RB sticker on it for Razorback. It's actually a Redbubble sticker. I sell stuff on Redbubble. Go over my Redbubble page, get some stuff, but Razorback, it worked. Alright, the reason I used this because that there Tysco guitar that was originally recorded this here song on was in drop C, so I just pitched everything down one note. Then I can use my 7-string, put everything into key of B diminished, and then now I make this here song. And yes, so if you're looking, my 7-string is missing the high E string, so it's just like a short scale baritone, which is an oxymoron if I ever heard one. Alright, moving on. So I record this song on this here 7-string, everything except the solo. I'll get to that in a minute. And I use these two amps here to make the whole thing. So that's the rhythm guitar, and as you see here, I don't have a whole lot. I got compression, I got EQ, but then we got a little bit of lead at the same guitars, same amps. Here we got what the octave guitar. Alright, now what I do is for the heavy parts where I want it to really sound heavy, that's the Weed Eater Doom part, that what I use there is I use a different amp, I re-record it, and I pitch it all down an octave. So see right here, the pitch go down one octave, and then I put a little virtual amp on it because the DI I use is pretty well clean. I use clean DI, then you pitch shift it, don't sound so nasty. Here, I'll let you hear that, what that sound like right here by itself, just the octave guitar. Alright, so that there, the same riff is pitched down an octave to the bass. It make it sound richer, fuller, deeper, something. That's just a trick I learned. Make the heavy parts sound heavier. Alright, then hear the actual guitar solo. Now, like I said, the guitar solo is the only part where I did not use my old 7-string there to make it. I used my old double neck. I used the Strat because the Strat is just so good on them melodic lines. It sound good. I play a little bit in that, and that there sound like this right here. Didn't feel like doing the shreddy solo because I had ideas. And I was bringing them around. You gotta bring that around. If you're not in my head, you don't know what I'm thinking. What I did was, that there guitar, the double neck, with a little Digitech Crusher and a little PV5150 mixed together. And the reason I did the melodic solo is because of the Weed Eater sound effect. Right here is the Weed Eater sound effect. Solo, just the Weed Eater sound effect, no effect on it, and I'll let you hear what it is. And it's just a Weed Eater sample. Alright, so there ain't nothing to that. That's just the Weed Eater running. I chop it up so that the revs, you know, they go with the notes. But it just the sound of the Weed Eater. Here's what I do to make it cool. Alright, so you look right here below. This here This here the MIDI data. This all the notes that I play in the solo. I come in, I program that into the MIDI data. And the reason I do that is because I go in here on the Weed Eater track where the actual Weed Eater sound effect, and I put on this here effect called the Carry-O-V. This like an auto tune. This like a pitch shifter. It takes your MIDI data and it tune whatever track it's on to that note. But what I do is I got the MIDI data, tell the Carry-O-V what note to put on there, and then it tuned the Weed Eater sound effect to that note. Here's what it sounds like with the Carry-O-V on and playing the notes, so it sounds like the Weed Eater playing note. That there probably the coolest trick I did is I took the auto tune, instead of putting it on a voice, I put it on a Weed Eater. Alright, you can do that, right? That's what I did. I think it's pretty cool. Then you mix the guitar with the Weed Eater sound effect and you get the... Alright. My string fell down in my tea bag. So come on down here. This is the original recording of the Weed Eater Doom. So I take the original recording now, I bring it down here, I chop it up, I put it in this new track, I move all the audio around. The only thing I put on the vocals here, I put this here, a pitch shifter on there, and pitch everything down one note, because I told you it was originally in the C, and I had moved everything to the B, so everything's got to be taken down one note. So go from C to B, pitch shifter, and then a little bit of detuner. Alright, this here a trick I come up with on my own. If you come up here and you look at the guitars, you see I got the Digitech Monster guitar, right? I record one take on the left, one take on the right. And it's the same guitar playing the same notes, the same amp, but it's one take over there, one take over there. They mix together, give you warmer, richer, deeper, fuller sound going on. Then you come back and you do the same thing with a second amp, double take, quadruple take, octuple take, you know, whatever. It'd be the octomom of takes. Do that, make it sound better. But what happened if you only got the one recording? How do you double track to only got the one recording? Well, that's what I do here. On the left take, you see we ain't got no effects whatsoever. Left take, straight out, pure, simple recording. Then I duplicate the track, pan it to the right, I come in here and I put on this here effect called the detuner. Alright, what that do is that detune your signal a little bit. So it's the same exact recording, but it detuned a little bit. I put the mix all the way in 100%, and then I detune anywhere between 6 and 15%, and that's enough to where the left side and the right side don't sync up perfectly, make that big old rich double track sound without having two different recordings. That there the trick. If you take nothing else away from this video, take this trick. So I did that on all the recordings there. On the Weed Eater Doom part, I made a harmony. One harmony goes to the upper fifth, one harmony goes to the lower fifth. Sound like you have three people singing. That make the Weed Eater Doom harmony. Then I go outside and I make a fool of myself jumping around with my little tiny mini guitar and playing with the Weed Eater and make a funny video. So that's how I make this here song. Had a good time making it, had a whole bunch of laughs. My good friend Mike there on my last mixtape videos that I made, he came in, he commented on it. I started talking to him. I said, hey, what would you think I'd do a Weed Eater Doom remake? He said, go for it. So I hope I did a good job. Hope I did the song justice. Hope it was just as funny. Hope y'all had a good time. If you liked the video, click the like button. Duh. That helps people find this video if you click the like button. It helps out a whole bunch. So I appreciate if you do that. And leave a comment. My good friend Mike, I'd like to thank him for being the inspiration behind this video, making such a funny song. He probably already commented down below. So go down below, like his comment, and then comment back and tell him what you think, alright? So like the video, comment, and subscribe. I make these here videos all the time. About once a month I come out with a stream of videos. They're the main video, the song, and then they're the behind the scenes, that's the bonus tapes video. Then they're the mixtapes, that's this here where I talk about how I made it. And then they're the crack guitar vlogs. I build my own guitars there, and so I come out with that vlog video every time I work on something there. So hit the subscribe button, you get to see all that. Hope y'all had a good time stopping by here at the Death Cage. Thank y'all for watching. My name K-Bob. Have a good one, and again, solidarity.